Ever wondered how the Nintendo Entertainment System, or NES, came into existence? Our journey begins in the land of the rising sun, Japan. In the early 80s, a visionary named Masayuki Uemura and his team at Nintendo were hard at work, dreaming up a console that would forever change the landscape of home entertainment. Nintendo was not a newcomer to the gaming scene. They'd already made their mark in the arcade world with hits like Donkey Kong. However, Uemura and his team had a more ambitious vision. They imagined a console that could bring the excitement of arcade games into living rooms around the world. A machine that could transform the way we play and perceive video games. But the path to realizing this dream was not a smooth one. The year was 1983 and the gaming industry was facing a catastrophic event, now known as the video game crash. Oversaturation of the market and a slew of poor quality games had led to a massive loss of consumer confidence. Many believed that home video games were just a fad, destined to fade away. Despite this widespread skepticism, Nintendo remained undeterred. They saw an opportunity amidst the chaos. An opportunity to reinvent the gaming experience and restore faith in home video games. The team worked tirelessly, overcoming numerous technical and logistical challenges. They engineered a console that was not only affordable, but also boasted superior graphics and sound capabilities compared to its contemporaries. Finally, in the autumn of 1985, Nintendo launched the NES in North America. It was a bold move, considering the lukewarm state of the gaming market. But Nintendo had an ace up their sleeve, a plucky plumber named Mario. With Super Mario Bros. As their flagship title, Nintendo hoped to capture the hearts and minds of players, young and old. And thus, against all odds, the NES was born, ready to revolutionize the gaming world. This was just the beginning of an incredible journey that would see the NES rise from an ambitious dream to a cultural phenomenon. But that, dear listeners, is a story for another time. Until then, keep your controllers at the ready and your imaginations on standby. The game has only just begun. From its humble beginnings, how did NES become a cultural phenomenon? The answer to this lies in the groundbreaking games that catapulted NES to the pinnacle of fame. These were games that pushed the boundaries of imagination and technology, creating a world that was so captivating and immersive, it was hard for anyone to resist. Consider Super Mario Bros., a title that is synonymous with the NES. This game introduced us to the charismatic Italian plumber, Mario, and his brother Luigi. But it was more than just the characters. It was the innovative gameplay and the meticulous level design that had players hooked. With each level, players would traverse through mushroom kingdoms, underground tunnels and castles, battling Goombas and Koopa Troopers to rescue Princess Peach from the villainous Bowser. The game was a masterclass in design and execution, offering a balance of challenge and fun that kept players coming back for more. Then there was The Legend of Zelda, a game that redefined the action-adventure genre. It presented players with an expansive and interconnected world, filled with dungeons, puzzles, and a diverse array of enemies. This was a game that didn't hold your hand. Instead, it encouraged exploration and experimentation, rewarding curiosity with new items, abilities, and secrets. And who can forget the iconic music score? A symphony of 8-bit melodies that perfectly captured the game's epic and adventurous spirit. And of course, we can't talk about NES's rise to fame without mentioning Donkey Kong. This game was an absolute sensation, introducing the world to the character we now know as Mario. It was a simple yet addictive game, where players had to navigate platforms and dodge barrels thrown by the eponymous ape to rescue a damsel in distress. The game's success laid the groundwork for what would become one of the most successful franchises in video game history. These games were more than just software on a cartridge. They were experiences, adventures, and stories that captivated players around the world. They pushed the boundaries of what was possible on the NES hardware, showcasing the system's capabilities and potential. But more importantly, these games created a community, a shared culture of gamers who bonded over their love for these iconic titles. And it was this community that solidified NES's position in the market. The games were the spark, but the players were the fuel that propelled the NES to become a cultural phenomenon. They were the ones who spent countless hours exploring Hyrule, saving Princess Peach, and dodging barrels. They were the ones who shared tips and strategies, who competed for high scores, who cherished these games and made them a part of their lives. These iconic games not only set NES apart, but also changed the face of video gaming forever. They laid the foundation for the video game industry as we know it today, inspiring countless developers and spawning numerous franchises. And even after all these years, their influence is still felt, their legacy still remembered. They are a testament to the power of creativity and innovation, a reminder of the magic that happens when technology and imagination come together. Decades later, what remains of the NES's legacy, one might wonder? The answer is simple and profound, an enduring influence that ripples through the gaming industry, even today. The Nintendo Entertainment System, or NES, wasn't just a gaming console. It was a revolution. It not only shaped the future of gaming, but also laid the bedrock upon which future consoles and franchises were built. Its influence is as potent today as it was in the 80s and 90s. The NES's impact is most visible in the gaming landscape of today. Look at any successful console, and you'll find traces of NES's DNA imprinted deep within. The intuitive controls, the focus on immersive gameplay, the seamless blend of graphics and sound. These are all hallmarks of the NES era, so beautifully integrated into today's gaming systems. The NES's influence extends beyond hardware. It has also left an indelible mark on the games we play. Many of today's most beloved franchises owe their existence to the NES. The Legend of Zelda, Super Mario Bros., Metroid. These iconic titles were born on the NES, setting new standards for storytelling, gameplay, and visual design. These games didn't just define a generation, they set the course for the future, inspiring countless game developers to push the boundaries of what a video game could be. But the NES's legacy isn't confined to the gaming industry. It has seeped into our culture, touching the hearts and minds of millions. Today, NES consoles and games are sought-after collectibles, cherished by longtime fans and new enthusiasts alike. They evoke a sense of nostalgia, a longing for a simpler time when all you needed was a controller and a cartridge to escape into a world of adventure. And it's not just the old guard keeping the NES flame alive. A new generation of gamers, born decades after the NES's heyday, is discovering the magic of this pioneering console. They're drawn to the charm of 8-bit graphics, the simplicity of the games, and the fascinating history of the NES. Through online communities, retro gaming events, and even modern remakes of classic NES games, they're experiencing what it was like to be a gamer in the golden age of the NES. The NES also continues to inspire game developers around the world. Its spirit of innovation, its commitment to quality, and its unwavering belief in the power of games to entertain and captivate. These principles continue to guide the creators of today's games. They strive to recreate the magic of the NES era, to capture that sense of wonder and excitement that made the NES such a transformative force in the gaming world. The NES, while a product of its time, continues to live on in the hearts of gamers and in the DNA of the gaming industry. Its legacy is not just a collection of games or a piece of hardware, it's a testament to the transformative power of creativity, the enduring appeal of great storytelling, and the timeless joy of gaming. Indeed, the spirit of the NES is alive and well, reminding us all of where we came from and inspiring us to imagine where we might go next. As we journey back from the 8-bit world, it's clear to see how NES has left an indelible mark on video gaming. We've traversed the origins of this iconic system, highlighting the daring visionaries who dared to dream big, to overcome significant challenges and create a console that would revolutionize the landscape of gaming. From its humble beginnings to its meteoric rise as a cultural phenomenon, the NES journey is nothing short of extraordinary. In its heyday, NES was a groundbreaking force, introducing a slew of innovative games that captivated millions of players worldwide. These games were more than just pixels on a screen. They were portals to fantastical worlds, filled with daring adventures and unforgettable characters. They captured the hearts of players, leaving a legacy that has endured decades. From Super Mario Bros. To The Legend of Zelda, these games defined a generation, setting new standards of gameplay, storytelling, and creativity. They transcended the boundaries of entertainment, becoming cultural touchstones that continue to resonate with gamers of all ages. But the NES story doesn't end there. Its influence permeates the gaming industry, shaping its evolution and inspiring a new generation of consoles and games. It's impossible to deny the profound impact NES has had on the gaming landscape, an impact that can still be felt today. Even now, in an era dominated by high-definition graphics and immersive virtual realities, the NES maintains a cherished place in the hearts of gamers. Its enduring popularity is a testament to the timeless appeal of its games, the nostalgia it evokes, and the memories it has created. The NES story is a testament to innovation, resilience, and the timeless appeal of good storytelling. So next time you pick up a controller, remember the 8-bit revolution that started it all. And don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating stories from the world of tech and gaming.